and welcome back to Finders Beepers History Seekers on a very stormy night in a very spooky house. Now this house feels reminiscent. I don't think I've been here, but there's just some feel familiar, like maybe in a past life I've lived here or something like that. Just seems a bit strange. Also, the second we walked through the door, we came through a window. The second we came through the window and I put Bear down, he disappeared. He is somewhere in this house. I wish I'd got his camera. I am looking to get another one for him, a more expensive, better camera, and then I can put it back on him again. But this place is creepy and freaky. Just feels weird. Just feels really weird. It's the rain outside, I can hear. Also, if you think I'm crying, like you might keep seeing tears, my hay fever's really bad. When the rain comes down, it makes my hay fever so much worse. But the thing is, like, it wasn't raining until the second we came through that window. The second we came in, it just started banging it down. I'm hoping it'll stop when we go back out. Anyway, let's go looking around this place. I'm currently already in the cellar. Right. This isn't any old cellar. I don't know what it is about it. It's just really, really creepy. Now, this building is from about 1620, if I remember rightly. 1620. That is absolutely crazy. Now, I'm saying it's special in here. There's actually nothing special about it, but there's a special feeling, which I'm guessing you guys won't pick up on. But it just feels weird. Weirdly weird. Like almost, I can't put my finger on it. I know this is the weirdest thing I've probably ever said, but it feels homely. Look at the state of it. But like I said to you before, I feel like it's reminiscent of something else, but not an explore. It just feels a bit like home. My house is not like this, by the way. It's not far off, but it's not like this. But maybe I have been here before. Maybe it is another explorer I've done, but I don't recognise it. Everything's changed if it is, but it's just bizarre. And it's bizarre that the dog has run off. I'm going to have to find him soon because I haven't even heard him running round. Like normally he'll run upstairs and then I'll hear him again. Oh, there's a load of golf balls down there. I'll hear him again, come back down, but I've not heard him at all. So I don't know where he is. Right, let's come out of this cellar and go up onto the normal level. Look at these. Oh, it's a bit of a tight squeeze through here, not going to lie. Look at these steps though. How many feet have made that wear down like it has? Because that's the level it should be and that's the level it is. 400 years worth of walking up and down those steps. And you probably, like you can't now because there's an Iceland pee bag on the floor, but you would probably stand on that step and miss the next one out, and that's why that one looks normal and that one's really worn. But it's just, whose feet 400 years ago were stepping on that? What did they look like? What did they do? Oh, it's just amazing. And I know for a fact some of you won't get it. Some of you won't have that same passion, and like, my mind works overtime thinking not just what they were like, how they dressed, what they were doing day to day, why they were coming down this cellar, what they kept in here. Like, was it a family? Was it like a working farm? What was it? What was the reason they were here? It's brilliant. Stupid things like, what was that for there, that hole? What purpose did that have? Just sitting behind here. What were the hooks for up there? Surely they're not meat, they must be washing or something. But why would you have your washing like in a doorway and then another doorway here? In fact, I've not even thought about looking in this one. Just a minute. We turn us round. It's a bit awkward. What we got in here? Oh, look. We just go in here. Oh. Like, that makes me think of, like, there's a cooker or something being in there. Like when they have little holes like that above a cooker, but there's nothing there. So what was the purpose of that? Why is that not a proper window? Did they put coal through there? Is that what it's for? Like, oh, I love it. All shoes and plimsolls and stuff like that in here. And checks. There's loads of checks on the floor down there. And then that thing. Look at that. That's not like a normal pitchfork. That's for, like, I don't know. I don't know what that could be used for. And then a good old 1970s Hoover. So already there's like a mix of stuff. A total mix of different things. I've just noticed there is actually a window above that thing, that hatch there. So it obviously wasn't just a window that's been boarded up. It had a purpose. Was it coal? Was it something else? Was it passing meat through? Was it... I don't know. I just don't know. I'm in an excited mood today. I'm enjoying this. You know what? I came away yesterday and I've been to 3 different places. And this is the first... Oh, 3 before this. This is the 4th. And this is the first that I've managed to get in. So I'm overexcited and I'm loving it. Right, we're coming into the room where I started off and where Bear just legged it through that door and never came back. Now, I've just noticed here there's a Christmas present here. Some M&S Belgian chocolate biscuits. And they're still wrapped up. They've not even been taken out the paper properly. They've gone, oh, look, the biscuits. And then they've never done anything with them. Like, was it because they moved out just after that? What was the reason? But it's got... Look, it's... is it Jerry, love, Nick from John? That make John say. So is it to one... If it's to one person, that sort of makes sense because he could have died. But if it's to a whole family, it doesn't make sense really. Right, I have a horrible feeling it's just going to be lots of stuff piled up, which is good. Right, look at it in here. We've got... That was the first thing I noticed when I came through. The Alba red telly. I don't think I've ever seen one like that before. That's quite an unusual looking telly. It almost looks like a radio, I think, that. And I don't think I've ever seen Alba tellies. I've only ever seen Alba radios. Yeah, that margarine don't look great. And that's definitely been chewed at by rats or something. I wonder if that's why Bear's gone. I wonder if there's rats in here. And a big old microwave. What else we got in here? I always like to look at the dates. Now, obviously, things like plum tomatoes and beans have always got long dates on them. But that went out of date. That's not even gone out of date. 2025. But I don't know how long the dates are on things like that are in cans. Could do with finding something that's not going to go off quite as... that is going to go off, sorry, quicker. I don't know if you can see that. That's got like almost a sheen on it, like a rainbow sheen. But that's quite an old one as well. I think maybe only 1800s, Victorian sort of time. Look at that fridge. Is it a fridge? I don't think that's a fridge, is it? Wait a minute. Because I'm just thinking, look what it's got on top. Yeah, it's a washing machine. And then you'd squeeze all your clothes out on top. Oh, I wonder when that's from. I feel like I've seen one of these before somewhere. Wilkins Service Super Heat. Just say, oh, trademark, it says underneath. And then that on the top. That's really good. Really, really good. Oh, there's some money down here. Oh, it's new. I can see a £2 coin. There is some foreign money in there as well. French francs by the looks of things. But nothing exciting. And I do like a Belfast sink. Can hear the rain outside though. I slowed down a little bit, but it's not good because I've got to go back through all those bushes in a bit. Now there is a calendar for 2015 down here. So at least 2015 somebody was living in here, but I don't know what it is about this place. I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know whether I'm feeling freaked out or because I feel too comfortable, I'm feeling freaked out. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to explain. I feel too comfortable, but then that's making me feel like I'm being dragged into the place. It's like, we're going to take you over and you're coming to live here forever. Right, I really am starting to get a bit concerned about Bear because I've not heard anything from him. So I don't know what to do whether I should go up. If I'll just shout him. Bear? Oh, I can hear him, I can hear him. He's coming. He's coming now. Bear? Jesus. They must go up again. Up to the attic. What have you been doing? You're black. What have you been doing? Bear, what have you been doing, mate? Oh, I wish I'd got his camera on him now. Oh, it's my silly fault. Right, let's continue on through here. Well, in fact, we finished in the kitchen, didn't we? Oh, I'd not really noticed the big chunky table under there as well. I really want to know what he's been doing. I definitely should get his camera back on him. I'm sorry, I'm letting you down. The thing is, it's the editing side of it as well. I'm under pressure to get 3 videos out a week as it is, but then to get Bear's video out, which is the hardest one to edit, you wouldn't believe it. His videos are the hardest to edit because you have to cut out all the times he shakes and stuff because he hates having that camera on. So he does and he doesn't. I just think it does his head in a bit, but yeah, I don't know. I will get round to it. I promise you I will get round to it at some point. And if you're not subscribed to Beeper Bear, go across and check it out. And the same with Beeper Beef. 2 channels that are worth checking out. I don't know what's wrong with him though. He seems like he's become overexcited at some point. So I feel like he's seen something up there. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want them in my head. Good job I noticed those. Right, let's have a look in here. Oh, there's just so much stuff. Ugh. Including awful buttons. One of these days I'm going to see something amazing in the buttons. And I'm going to have to touch them. And I really don't want to. Ugh. That's making me feel so sick just picking the box up. Oh, look at that. Look at the spur. Oh, I just need to move these buttons. Just looking at them is making me feel like I want to die. Yeah, look at that. That's good, innit? I don't know whether I agree with them, to be fair, or not. I think if they're used correctly, then they're probably all right. But it's just whether they are used correctly or not. What are you doing over there, Bear? Right, what have we got on here? I can hardly move, to be fair. I wonder if there's an old fire behind that log, because it's been boxed in. I wonder if they've boxed in a really old fire. Right, where do we start? It's just crazy the amount of stuff. I want to look in these cupboards and drawers, but I don't want to touch the buttons. And I can't move. This is the thing though, like when it's sort of like a hoarder, I get excited for hoarders' houses, but I don't as well, because it's just an absolute nightmare going through all this stuff, and like you don't want to touch half of it because it's like horrible, absolutely. Bear? Bear? Are you there? That is Bear. Yeah, I thought I heard a voice. Could be outside because we are next to that window there. But we know where, like this is near nothing apart from one big road. My car's going to stick out like a sore thumb, by the way, as well. So that's kind of why I'm on edge a little bit, because I have a feeling that they're going to see my car and come looking for me. But it is going to be quite awkward for them to get to me. Oh God, like I said, where to start? Let's start at the good old Nokias and Samsungs from the 90s. Look at them. Thing is, some of these phones actually are collectible. People want them. Drug dealers definitely want them. I said that really weird. Drug dealers definitely want burner phones like that. But you get collectors for things like that as well. Although I've noticed actually there's bags and bags of drugs. Like bags and bags. Like what we got in there. Thrush cream, ibuprofen, and blister plasters. They've been rubbing their bits against something they shouldn't have, and now it's all sore and itchy. Oh, that's not nice. Yeah, I just noticed as well there's lactulose, so they're on laxatives for something. I know a lot of people like to diagnose these people and what's gone off. There's a load of knives there. There's a bottle of wine there as well. What else? Not very much on there. Right, we'll go and see what we can see in this cupboard. Right, let's try and fit in here. Look at the size of that spoon. Not these little ones at the front. This one, look. Oh, I love it when they're like that. Is it classed as oystered? I can't remember what it's called, that. It's got a name when it's like that. But I like it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's low quality. It's like EPNS or something like that, I think. It's not silver. Can't actually see what that says. Something electroplated, I think it says. It's very hard to read. But yeah, I just like the style of the spoon. Like what you would use that for. Would it be punch? No, it's not deep enough for punch. Would it be Eton mess? I don't know why I'm fannying about it. But, oh look, another burner phone on here. They're all over, to be fair. Little LG. Now, obviously, they weren't burner phones then, but they would be today. But he has had a lot of phones. Like, there's at least 4 over there, maybe 5, and then one here. There's some more knives on here. Are these from Sheffield? Oh God, they're quite sharp. Yes, they are from Sheffield. William Webster, Sheffield. Stainless steel. Stag stainless steel. Yeah, some of them can be worth quite a bit of money. I don't think they will be, especially not presented in a little cardboard box. But some of them are. Some of them are worth a fortune. What is that? Nil mist. Prevents steam, mist or rain. Oh, is it for like your goggles when you're on your motorbike or something? That's what it seems like to me. Or maybe in your car, I don't know. Right, I'm going to have a look through this drawer. Bear is desperate to get back up those stairs. I've shut the door too, so he can't go. So there's definitely something up there that he wants to get. I just don't know what it is. I also just sat down, on that spur, and it went right up my buttocks. I've got a spur right on my bumhole. Anyway, let's look at these drawers. Right, looking through this one, it's got like your telephone books and... Oh no, that's not a telephone book. That's something to do with farming. Oh no, what? Something to do with tractors. I don't understand what... Oh no, it is just a normal calendar thing, diary. Is it a diary? You know what I mean, like a date diary thing. But then this is from 1970. I wonder if there's anything written in it. I wondered they're always empty. I always wonder what was going off at that time. Like, even though well, no, it's not in my lifetime, is it? But yeah, it's only the 70s. But I say that's like 54 years ago since that. That's mad. 1970, even though I wasn't born, seems like it should be 30 years ago. I seem to base everything on 2000. I don't know why. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it should be 54 years ago, which is probably making a few of you feel quite old now. Not me, because I wasn't alive. No. What's wrong with me? Right. But what I was saying is, I like the fact when they're written in, because you can see like a little section of their life, what they were getting up to and what were happening at the time. Like this one, for example, 1962. I started the laboratory. What does that mean? They started the laboratory. Is it they started working there? They had one in their own house? Why would a farmer be starting at a laboratory? Or maybe it's one of the children of the farmer. I don't know. But it just doesn't add up to me, that. And I know it's something little and something not really that important. But it's like the jigsaw effect, like I've told you before, piecing things together. And like we might find some chemistry set upstairs or something like that. And you just think, ooh, is that why they started it? Or it could just be nothing to do with that at all. Now the next drawer is like my nightmare, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Is it just me that finds Christmas stuff from like the 60s and 70s a bit freaky? Like, don't get me wrong, it's just a piece of plastic Father Christmas, but look at him. It's like he's staring into your soul. And I don't know what it is. It's just that era's worth of Christmas stuff is just bizarre. It's just really creepy. Anyway, going back to the nightmare drawer, I will not be sticking my finger or any other length of skin, what are you saying, in this drawer, because that is making me want to vomit. It is horrendous. That is so horrible. Right, I got a bit excited then because I saw these plates and I thought, oh, is that Clarice Cliff? But I don't think it is. I think it's Minton pottery, which had designs like that back in the day that looked very angular like Clarice Cliff. Now, anyone that knows anything about pottery, Clarice Cliff, I don't know if it is still very collectible, but it was at one point, and I mean like thousands of pounds. I am just going to try and get one out and check. Right, there we go. I think I'm right. I haven't looked yet. I'll just put it straight down. Something moved down behind me then. And I think Bear's out there. What the fuck? Where are you, Bear? 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 He's there. But I don't know if you heard, when I said Bear then, there was a noise down there before he even came, and there's something behind me moving about. There's bloody rats in here. Or there's a ghost. Did you not want that door open, Bear? That were a bit violent, mate. Jesus. Anyway, let's find out what this plate actually is. Yes. It's, got it the wrong way up. But it's Minton's. You're not going to be able to see it very well. It's Minton's. I'll try and zoom in on that. But yeah, like I said, I had a feeling I would have got a bit excited. I don't really know why I would have got excited because I can't take it out of the place. But to see some Clarice Cliff would have been good. Now he's just gone running over there and now he's sniffing round looking for something. I'm telling you now, this place is riddled with rats or something, or mice, or God knows what. I've got a horrible feeling there's going to be a hand come from under this settee and grab my ankle in a minute. That's how I felt a minute ago. And I was proper on edge. I didn't like it at all. Right, Bear. Shall we go? Is the rabbits knocking about? Is that what it is? You want to go upstairs desperately, don't you? Come on, no. Don't just keep circling here and telling me you want to go upstairs. Let's go in there. Let's go this way. Oh, I do like this. It's not barley twist. I'm a big fan of barley twist. I don't know if you've worked that out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Like, I don't like the hunt, but I do like that. That's really good. Yeah, I'm a massive fan of barley twist furniture. I always have been. But there's something about this that's quite good as well. Look, the design along the back, mirrored on the front. It's really good. And then little gongs. Loads of people had little gongs. What is that all about? Like, is it dinner's ready? Let's bang the gong. Could he not just go, oh, dinner's ready? Do you know what I mean? Doesn't sort of make sense. Oh, look, another one as well. You know what? It's weird. I do like the hunt, and I hate the hunt all in one go. I love the fact that it's been going off for hundreds of years, hundreds and hundreds. Bear, just come out of there a minute, or ignore me. Yeah, it's been going off for hundreds and hundreds of years, but it's the fox that I hate, like it being ripped to shreds. So I like the fact when they do it without a fox, they do a hunt and maybe hunt a person and Maybe that's what we should do with pedos. Maybe that's how to get rid of them. Just stick some fox scent on Jimmy Savile. And so, well, I think he's already a bit dead by now, to be fair. What do these cards say? Oh, Bridlington. We're a long way from Bridlington again. One of the last times I came in one of these Welsh places, although actually I don't know if we are in Wales at the moment or just in England, but there was loads of stuff from like Bridlington, like round anywhere in Yorkshire and stuff, so it's quite strange really. I don't know what that is. Oh, it goes that way up. I thought it may be inserted somehow this way. Now, just turning that round there, I noticed this behind me. I'd not noticed it until just this second. But there's something in front of me that I feel like I've seen before. I hope I've not been here before, but I sort of feel like I have. But I don't feel like it was on an Explore. I feel like, is it a past life? It can't be. That's just silly. But I might have just seen this poster before. But I feel like the person that lived here might have been like a jockey or maybe the owner of a horse riding school. Yeah, so look. Penwood Forge Mill, ridden by Paddy McMahon, owned by Fred Harthill. So we're going to need to look out for both of those names. And Paddy and Fred there as well. Did he live here? Did this guy live here? Or is it just someone that likes horses and horse riding and stuff? Got all the saddles and stuff in the background there. Oh, I do love horsey stuff. I proper miss it, you know. I proper miss looking after the horses and like doing stuff day to day. People used to watch me on lives on Facebook and stuff doing it, and I miss it. I massively miss it. If I get together with someone else in the future, I'm going to aim for a horsey girl again. They're all bitches. No, I'm joking. Bear seems desperate to get through every door. I don't know what's wrong with him. What is this in here, look? Oh, look. Oh, I'll pick this up and put it on here a minute. Look at these. They're pin cushions. Now, I know a certain person called Debs that would probably love those. They are too good to be sat down there. Oh, there's another one in there as well. It's got a dodgy eye. It's been poked in the eye or something. But I do like that. What else we got? I like pin cushions. It's a bit of a weird thing to like, but... Oh, look at that. This is heavy, you know. That's not cheap plastic tat. That's metal. With a proper metal base. Oh, I love that. It's sort of freaky in a good way. It's very freaky. Look at its eyes, man. They'd haunt you. What else have we got in here? Why are these things just shoved down here next to the door? Little old clock. That's heavy as well. I don't think that one's got quite as much age to it. Bear. 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 I thought you were barking at someone then. Or growling. There's something up with him. I don't like it. He's on the hunt. He's got his mad eyes on. What have we got in here? I wonder... Oh, that's good as well. I wonder if these were put next to the door to take out of here. It's just a pen. Like, I wonder if they wanted to take them away, someone, and then they never took them for one reason or another. Like, these are pieces of tat. That's good. Like, I know a lot of people will hate it, but it's still part of social history, regardless. And it's an old one, that, I think, as well. That's good. And then, like I said, the rest of the stuff in there is just cheap tat, really. Like, it's sparkly, but it's like costume jewellery. Right, put that back in there. I'm going to leave those things on there, you know. Yeah, so looking at the clock, it would have been quite good, but somebody's taken out the most expensive part of it. The best bit, which is the workings. Please stop bombing up there. You're freaking me out, dog. And then that's good as well. With the old face on it. It's quite an old one, I think, that. E. Blurton, Stourbridge and Dudley. So I don't, if someone wants to find out how old roughly that is, that would be good. Jesus, what is that? That's solid metal. Oh, it's a weight. It's a weight for something there. I wonder if it's... Oh, it'll be out the clock, won't it? It's out the clock. It's a big weight, that, though. I almost fell over it. Right, there's all sorts of stuff that I don't think I'm that interested in down there. But look in here. There's all sorts. This is awkward, though. Because this door, I don't know whether it's been took off the hinges or kicked off the hinges. But I don't feel safe putting my weight on it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's falling. Good job I didn't put all my weight on it. Right, let's try and find a way around to look in here properly. Right, I've leaned that door back up against the hole. I was scared it was going to land on Bear a minute ago because it slipped out my hand. You almost were a squashed dog then, Bear. Right, big old telly. Can't move around though. There's a concrete floor in here, which is surprising because it's an old place as well. So I'm surprised it's not like, oh, their floorboards, look, there. But why is this concrete? What has made it be changed over at some point? Because like I mentioned, it's from the 1600s, this place. There weren't going to be concrete floors back then. Like, don't get me wrong, I think we had this conversation before, and concrete has been around for a lot longer than you think. But concrete as we know it hasn't really been around that long. Definitely not 400 years. So I know somebody's going to tell me in the comments, oh, the Romans invented it in 024 or something like that. But I like it when you do tell me things like that, by the way. But it's not the same sort of concrete. Definitely not. Now, I'm not going to lie. I do feel like I've seen this dog before as well. Or one similar. There's another one, another Alsatian-y type thing up there. Although people are going to tell me now that, is it Alsatians that don't exist or German Shepherds that don't exist? One of them doesn't exist. It's just a made up name, but it's still real. Like, if somebody said, oh, look, it's me Alsatian, I'd know what you were talking about. Right, what are you doing? Can you move out the way so I can get past? Eh? Are you going to move? Let's see, you just wag. Right, let's have a look on here. What we got? Oh, look. I like these as well. These are lovely. Lovely. Look at that. That's brilliant. And it's not been converted either. It's just for candles. Because a lot of the time you get like a hole drilled through the bottom of these. An electric cable put up. But this is just exactly as it was. It's quite good, that. And there's two of them as well, which always helps. Make it look nice and neat. Next to a quality Thai food kettle. What is that? That's quite a weird looking thing, isn't it? Really weird. As I was sitting down to have a look at it, I realised there's another broken one on the floor down there, which is a shame. But that is unusual. It just says made in England on the bottom and a number. So it's probably like a piece of pottery that's been made by a lesser known person. But they can be quite collectible. Also, have you noticed this? So this horrible fireplace that's in, like, from the 1950s or something. If you look round the top there where it's been plastered, that will be where the original fireplace will have been. And it might have had a mirror or something like that on the top. And that's why that shape's there. That's the sort of thing that I sort of love looking. I've just got a dog looking at me on my shoulder. It's not Bear for a change. Oh, something went up in my throat then. That's the sort of thing that I like looking for. Like signs of the past, signs of change, and why it was like it was before and how it's different now. I love it, really. Although it makes me sad because I think, like, what would it have looked like? I wish I could have seen the original. Although I suppose then when you do see the original, you probably don't appreciate it very much because it's just there and it's just how it's always been. I don't know. It's how my brain works. I think I'm wired up a bit wrong sometimes. Now, there's a big old key there. I don't know whether there would have been a big mantle clock on there at some point, but it does seem a bit big. So it makes me wonder if that's for the grandfather clock outside, to wind that up. I don't know whether it's a winder or if it's one that works off motion, because you get different ones, don't you? Anyway, that matches those big vase things over there next to the dog. I'm going to have to make his way over there, I think. I just want to have a look in some of these things down here first. Right, most of the stuff in there is quite plain and boring and not like anything spectacular. What are you doing? I can't really get down there, but it doesn't look anything amazing, but I will try in a minute. But I've now got to try and get over the top of here without smashing myself into some glass. Oh look, there's a big mantle clock. So maybe that's what that winder was for. I don't know. Let's get over there and have a look. Yeah, so they're the jugs that match those over there. What are you doing? You can't come. You can't come. You can't come over, you little fluffy fat boy. You're going to break those glasses. Stop it. There. No. What are you going to do when you get over here? You're so determined. What are you going to do now? You're beached. You're like a little beached whale. You're like a seal stuck on the beach. Come on, fat boy. What are you doing then? What are you doing? What are you doing? Never mind wagging. You're going to fall off there. You've got the balance of an elephant. Don't jump down. You're freaking me out, dog. You had a look now. You're going to go back. That's good. But yeah, there's loads of little things. Llandudno, that's from. They're quite unusual. I don't think they're anything exciting like the cheap tack stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. That definitely looks like it's inserted somewhere. But no, they're quite unusual, those. And then, are they for jam and marmalade? Or would it be mustard and something else? Oh, look, Coronation, Queen Elizabeth II, June 2nd, 1953. Bet you are going to fall. You're going to fall, or you're going to jump and hurt yourself. Please, stop being a weirdo. Look at him. Like, properly balanced on there as well. That's it, just sit on top of the settee. Let me get on with it. Oh, your breath stinks, man. Your breath stinks. It's those sausages you had earlier, you big dusty pup. Anyway, yeah, look at I quite like this. The model of Marble Arch in Hyde Park, London. Oh, God, I almost dropped you then. I know that isn't anything great, but I actually think that's quite old. I think that's one of the first... Because you've got to think tourism hasn't always been a thing. Like, you did get people that went on, like, the Grand Tour, and... I never say tour. The Grand Tour. Why did I say tour? The Grand Tour. Oh, bear. Be careful, mate. Yeah, or like on pilgrimages and stuff. They were sort of like your first tourists. But you didn't really have man-made. Didn't have specific made like trinkets to collect and take back with you. It's quite a modern phenomenon. So actually, I think that's quite an old one, really. I think a lot of these things are quite showy 1930s things that are worth next to nothing, but they look quite grand and make you think, sorry, I need to change subject. Look at all the dust. Look at the stuff all over everything. And then look at that Prince Charles thing there. That looks brand new. It looks like it was put there yesterday. That is so strange, because everything else has got dust and dirt on and things and dogs. But that one thing looks like it's been polished. That's so weird. It just made me chuckle because it's made me... What are you doing? It's made me think of something I've done today. So I put a post on. I actually didn't edit it. Someone had edited Prince William fighting with German fans at the Euros. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to put it on the Facebook page and just see how many like Americans, Australians and people like that are like, oh, did this really happen? And it's crazy the amount of people that were like, and the thing is, I titled it as well. Prince William having a fight with the Germans at the Euros in the German town of Wigan, which Wigan is definitely in the UK, when we played on Monday morning breakfast time, which you don't play football at that time, against Paris, which isn't even a country. And people were like, this is fake. This is AI. This is not real. And obviously it's not real. Because Prince William, our future king, is not in the streets of Wigan, Germany, fighting the Paris supporters or the Germans. Why do people believe these things? And then other people are like, oh, really? Oh, I didn't see about this in the news. Oh, God. But trust me, when AI gets going properly, there's going to be a lot of gullible people out there believing a lot of things. Oh, look, Princess Anne there. Definitely like the royal family. I don't know what these ones are. Oh, if they're into the horses, though. Princess Anne. Yeah, look. The marriage of Princess Anne and Mark Phillips. So they're definitely into the royal stuff. You're just chilling there now. Are you looking for something in particular? This is what he does when he knows something's there. He'll just sit and stare. So I definitely think there's mice or rats or something in here somewhere. Weirdo. Right, so there's some more hunt stuff under here as well. Oh, that goes with those, I think. I think that's Royal Dalton, you know. Looking at it. Let me have a look. Yeah, it is. Royal Dalton. Now, there's usually a way of telling the age of the Royal Dalton stuff. Like the number and the shit, there's usually a different shape on it that tells you what it is. But I don't think they're anything amazing, those, but I sort of quite like them, but I wouldn't have them. But I've had a look in there, and the drawers are over there as well. I don't think there's a great deal in them. So we'll probably make our way upstairs now. Are you recognising this place? Have I been here before with Andy? I keep doing this. This is the problem. Andy did all the location stuff. Andy found everything. So I haven't got any locations. But why is there another dog looking over my shoulder? But I feel like I've been here before, but like I've said, not for exploring. But then those dogs are sort of making me feel like I've seen them before. Let me know. But you know what? It's like a different explore because I don't remember seeing any of these things. You're all probably going, oh God, I've seen this 16 times. But I don't remember it at all. That's so bad. Maybe we haven't been here. Maybe there's another reason. But anyway, let's head back to the door that might fall on us. He started again. He's gone weird and he's staring over there. Now, there's no rats over there. What are you looking at? What are you seeing? What is it? And I know this is going to sound really like, ooh, I'm making this up. Don't look at me like that. I'm making this sound all ghostly. But it's gone very cold in here. It's been boiling all day. It's probably because of the rain. And the temperature's dropped because of it. I can't actually get my foot out. But this room, when we came in, was quite warm. Now, it's cold. I'm considering putting my hoodie on. I've dropped that cold. Weird. Stupid dog over here who's just hurt himself. So I said to him, get down. But instead of jumping down onto the settee, he jumped straight down here. Now, I tried to grab him because I didn't want him to do it. And he's landed funny on his leg. I think he's all right. He's walking around fine, but he was limping a second ago and holding it funny. I think he's just sprained his ankle. He seems fine. He's like, shut up. I'm fine, mate. we're going to head upstairs and get out of this bit. What's in here? What is that? Oh, it's the top of an oven. I'm like, is it some sort of contraption? Is this for the laboratory? Is this why they needed to go to the laboratory? Because they got a machine in the cupboard? But it's a cooker. What an idiot. I can't really get in. There's stuff blocking me from getting in there, but I don't think there's anything much in there anyway. Let's go check upstairs. I hate it when there's stuff hung up. It makes me feel really creeped out. Like someone's going to come back and go, oh, my jumper's there. Let's see what happens when we open this door, whether Bear just legs it again, because he did last time. Also, quick question. It's probably going to have been, by the time you watch this, it will have been changed anyway. But I just want to know, what should I do? Like, my hair looks alright state at the moment. What should I do about the red? Should I dye black over it? Should I leave it to grow out? Should I re-dye it red? Should I have a different colour? Or do you not care? I just wondered what people thought. Don't mean that I'm going to do it, because by the time this comes out, I've probably already done it. I'm a 44-year-old man. I shouldn't really be putting red in my hair. I thought there was someone stood there then, like a policeman or something. Right, let's go. Oh God, I can't get this door open now. It's got itself jammed. That's weird. Why is it jammed? I didn't push it that hard. What's stopping it? Oh God, right, give me a minute. Right, the second I opened it, he's there, waiting to go. Go on then, you can go. I think he thinks he's not allowed to go up there, that's why I shut it. But I just didn't want him running off and doing stuff while I wasn't there. Go and find whatever you want to find. You were up in the attic before. Right. Oh, look at these. What are these here? These look good. I wonder if they're real or fake. Are they the plastic? Does that say Richard the First? On his charger. They are heavy. Oh my God. I could only just pick that up. That is heavy. Who's the other one? This is going to be awkward. Oh. Who's he? Edward the Third. I think that says. So Edward the Third and Richard the First. Richard the First, is that Richard the Lionheart? I can never remember. Is he the one that they found in Leicester under a car park? For anyone thinking, what are you talking about? There was a king that he'd got a humped back, like a spine, like he was deformed, his spine was deformed. And they couldn't find his body for years and years. And it turned up, it was in a car park in Leicester. And they knew it was him because of the like deformed spine. And it had taken him hundreds. I think it was only quite recently, maybe in the last 5-10 years. But imagine finding that. That'd be unbelievable. To be fair, I watched quite a lot of stuff where like people have been lost because they've moved churches and things like that, churchyards. Like kings and queens just disappear and the bones get thrown around and all sorts. Oh, I don't like the smell of it in here. I don't like it in here at all, to be fair. It feels creepy. I think it's because the ceilings are so low. I don't like it. I don't like it in here. It feels very oppressive. Very, very oppressive. Look at this though. The old radio. Someone was talking about these the other day with Radio Luxembourg. I never watched it. And also, right, this is another thing. Please tell me, because nobody's answered me yet. Shortwave, medium wave and long wave. Which one is AM and which one is FM? And what the hell is the other one? Or have they just got rid of these altogether and changed onto a different system? Because I don't know how it... Like, what's that mean? 16.5 to 52 metres, 187 to 557 metres, and 900 to 2,000 metres. Why is it in metres? Doesn't seem to make sense to me, any of that. Really, really doesn't. And then, oh, see, it's these again. What are they called? Those frames? What were the names from? Somebody told me there was a special name for it. I can't remember for the life of me. When's that? 1996? Why would he still... Right, we know there was somebody living here in 2015. Why would he still have a 1996 calendar on the wall? Why? I don't understand. And I don't think these are anything special. No, they're not. But they are cool. I do like the little fake period pieces. And then, once again, I think there's a lot of, like, aesthetically pleasing stuff that's not expensive, if that makes sense. Stuff that I actually really like, but is like stuff that you pick up in a charity shop, not stuff you'd pick up in an antiques dealer. So it's weird, really. So they got good taste, just not much money, or they were really frugal. Two things I found on here that I like. The circus annual looks cool. Look at her in a little... I don't know if that's... Is it like a tankini? Bikini? It's not a bikini. Don't really know. But it's good. I don't know what era this is from. 60s? 70s? Free jigsaw for all. And 150 bumper parcel of toys, games and books. All the little things that were originally... Like, they will have just shoved in here in, like... I don't know if it might be earlier than that, you know. Give me the money. I'm going to sell that South American stamp I was telling you about. The little shop in the high street will give me 5 shillings for it. Let's sell it. See it? Begged Billy and Jack Bryce. Jimmy nodded, and getting out of the way of a number of men who were rigging up a pay box at the entrance to the Merryfields, he brought out an envelope and his most precious foreign stamp. Then all of a sudden something happened. A flurry of wind whisked the stamp away. "Oh!" yelled its owner. Oh God, it sounded a bit dodgy, and dashed after the fluttering scrap of paper, his 2 friends hard on his heels, but the stamp wasn't caught as easily as that. Every time Jimmy nearly had it, it whirled away again. "Hi!" yelled someone. "Stop that boy! Harry!" Sorry, I just felt I needed to read at least 1 page of that book. Jimmy was lifted high into the air, and then trampled on and died. And nobody gave a shit about his stamp anymore. I'm so sorry. I've told you, I'm in a giddy, weird mood today. I'm so sorry. Ringmaster Jones tried to rizz up the 12-year-old Betty, but she was having none of it and she escaped onto a tightrope. The ringmaster tried to chase her, and the man with the massive penis nose almost caught up with her, but she managed to get away. Told you. This is good though as well. Changing subject. I shall pass through this world but once. That's good. I'm sorry for being silly. I know there'll be a few of you out there like, oh, shut the fuck up. Just get on with it. But, oh God, what were up with their faces then? Look, he's trying it on with her again. Dirty boy. I can't find it. And then set the place on fire. Oh, I do like it though. The illustrations in it are really good. I've got some... Are they rigger boots? I've never been into manual labour, so I wouldn't know. I've never been a manual labour kind of guy. All my hard work has always been with my mouth. Right, Bear's disappeared again. I've just heard a weird noise upstairs. Or somewhere else in the house. I've also found these little books. I don't know what this one is. But the one... What's that say on it? Mervyn Pugh. That's quite an unusual name, isn't it? But look at this. If we in our time shall do well, we shall be free from death and hell. For God hath prepared for us all a pesting place in General Noel, born in the kingdom. I'm guessing it's something to do with Christmas. It's like a Christmas carol in it or something. But it's like written in the full book. So I thought that said Hitler page at the top then, but it says Hither page. But yeah, I like stuff like that. That's like personal stuff in it that they've spent time like reading. It must have taken ages writing all that out. For me, I'd rather find something personal, something handwritten or something, I don't know, that was used every day to find something, rather than to find something like expensive. Like, if I'd found a Clarice Cliff plate that potentially could be worth a fortune, it'd be like, that's cool, move on. Whereas the stuff that's personal sticks with me, like the letters I've read in the past, things like the postcards that I found down in Cornwall that had been sent back from the World War One. Those are the things that stick with me for a long time, and I think about them. A Clarice Cliff plate, ooh, I found a plate worth 500 quid. Yeah, and move on. You know what I mean? It's interesting. It's good to find these things. I haven't obviously found a Clarice Cliff plate, but I don't know. I prefer the personal touch, me. The personal touch. I almost stopped the video then. I thought, everything's sounding like innuendo at the moment. Everybody seemed to have these as well. They're quite, if you look closely, they're quite detailed. I don't think they're worth anything, but I sort of quite like them. But I wouldn't have them once again. But you do see them in a lot of places. Things like that. Now, I often think to myself, when I'm being lazy or whatever, what would somebody think of me if I died now and they came into my house? There's something else I think about as well, but this has just made me think about it. How many, now they wouldn't have Shandy Bass and Stella cans next to my bed, but how many cups that haven't been washed would be next to my bed on the day that I die? Like, if I'm feeling a bit rubbish anyway, it'd probably be worse than normal. There's always at least 2 up there that need taking down. But, like, I don't know, I don't want that to happen. Macy Gray, that's unexpected. I didn't think there'd be a Macy Gray tape up here. But yeah, like, what would be next to my bed? And then modern day, this is the worry for me. Like, not really dodgy, but stuff you don't want people seeing. Like, what about your phone these days? What happens to everything on your phone? Do your kids get all your photos to look through and they find that picture of, like, you and your ex, or you with a massive boil on your arse or something like that, and you can't see what it looks like, so you put your phone around there and take a picture of it? Like, I'm one for, like, sending pictures of turds to my friends just to wind them up. Like, they've got to go through all those things. And I don't mean really, really dodgy. I don't mean like there'll be some people out there with illegal stuff on their phones. I don't mean that really. I just mean the stuff. I suppose you'll be dead, so it won't matter. But is it going to change your kids' or grandkids' opinion of you when you're gone? Like, seeing what's on your phone, it worries me. It really, like, I can't remember what it is. I think I've got like at least 150,000 photos on my phone. Might be more than that now. But are they going to go through them all? I don't even know what's on there myself. I'm worried. Right, I think there was Mervyn Pugh over there. This is owned by Gerald Pugh. And it's malaria. It's a thing where you get your stamps for when you've had your jabs, your malaria jabs. And in 1997, he was going somewhere where he needed malaria jabs. So, obviously well-travelled. I also keep finding things that say 21st birthday on it. There's been quite a few knocking about. I wonder why. Like, it doesn't seem like a family household. It just seems like an old person lived here at one point. But I suppose at some point. But when? Because that doesn't seem that old. Right, there doesn't seem like there's very much more in here. Which I'm glad about, because I've told you I don't like... Oh, hello. I don't like the feeling of it in here. Well, whatever it was you were overexcited about earlier on, you're not anymore. What's happened? What's changed? And I'm not going to kick you in the head, so you don't have to worry. Come on, let's go and have a look in the next room. What's in there? Now be careful, because I heard you stand on some glass in here a minute ago. So watch those little feet. Don't stand in it. In fact, let me get you across it. Right, I've done my best to shift it all to one side. It's gone dark very quick out there. It was light when we came in. Oh wow, there's even more stuff in here. Look at the Dreamland, world's largest manufacturers of under blankets. Look at that bedroom. Oh, I wonder how many how many children born in the 70s were made under that. And what's with that headboard that goes the full length of your room? That is horrendous. Now, one thing I'm surprised about, I haven't seen personal photos. I'm just coming across to look at these. I don't think they are. No, they're not. They're just... Oh! Did you hear that then? Did you hear that then? Fucking squeak of a rat then. Bear, where is it? I don't know if I just made that up in my head, but that was loud, and it was a definite rat squeak. Although he's not going mad, which you'd think he would if there was a rat there, because he'll be after him if there is. But did I just move something that made that noise? No, I didn't. I literally feel like there was one down there. Be careful, Bear. I don't want your throat ripping out by a rat. Bloody hell. That freaked me out. I hope I can hear that on the playing that back. In fact, I'm going to play it back now. I've just listened back, and definitely 100% that was a rat noise. There's a rat in here. But why did he not go mad? I don't understand. Like, he is sniffing underneath there. This is another thing that I always look out for. Sign of an old house. The irregular floorboards. Like, that one's a lot thinner than that one. Oh, Bear. You're freaking me out, mate. I'm scared that I'm going to open something up and a rat's going to jump at my throat. I'm not scared of rats, but they're still horrible, freaky things, aren't they? Look at that cat. With a green stone for an eye. And then... Is that a fire guard, do we think? That's what it looks like. What's he doing now? Just hear him lumping about under there. What are you doing? You're a weird dog. Right. Let's keep looking around in here. I've just noticed there's a telly in there as well. How are you supposed to watch a telly in there? Lay in bed and just turn and look at it. That'd be so uncomfortable. To be fair, I have never... That's a lie. I've got a TV in my bedroom now, but I'd never watch it. I don't watch telly in bed, ever. But to be fair, I don't watch telly anymore. I haven't since the dawn of internet, I suppose. I look at everything else on there. My shoulders give me some problems, by the way. That's why I'm leaning on everything to talk to you, so it looks like I'm leaning right forward. I'm having some issues with my right shoulder, which is not good. But... I'll keep looking round. It's not going to beat me. Also, I might just be being thicky, but why did everybody have these? Like, I know it was probably just fashion, but why? I've never really got that. I've never really got them. Like, and thought, oh, I'd like one of those. I just think they're awful. They're terrible dust collectors. How bad would it be to dust that? Like, the main bit of it, yeah. But all the bits on it, no. Look at the cobwebs in that window. And there's just a random cow on the mantelpiece. Bear's under there constantly. I haven't seen any rat poo though, that's the thing. You normally see rat poo knocking about, and I haven't actually seen any. Oh, there's some... Let's see if I can zoom in for you. So I'm not climbing over. But there's some sort of tweed jacket in there that looks quite cool. Like, tacky as anything, out of fashion now. I love tweed, but like a certain style of tweed, it's got to be good, expensive tweed, not like knockoff, cheapo tweed that looks horrid. Now, somebody's been going through stuff and just chucking it all on the floor, trying to probably find some sort of valuable items. I think these are more valuable. Like, I know this is really daft, and you'll be thinking, well, why are you interested in that says Mrs. E. Pugh on it? But that is quite clearly from, like, a wedding, and it will have just sat on the table like that. Can you see? Oh, I didn't say. There's something else on the back. But they've took it away with them. And to them, that was something really important, a memory that they've looked back on. And I love that. I hate the fact that, like, they're gone and they've left it and nobody knows what it means anymore. But it's sad, really, isn't it? And then this, with all the different pictures of the place. Rocks at Oswald Bay. I don't know where Oswald Bay is. and little thatched cottages that don't look like they probably exist anymore. But, and then just silly things like the newspaper that lines the drawer, Express and Star, Monday, June the 9th, 1958. Like, so that's probably when they first got this piece of furniture, brought it up and put it in here, and got that day's newspaper and put it in. And I always like to try and see like a headline from that day, and then you can just think what was going off. It's probably the day before, to be fair. Representatives of 84 South Staffordshire British Legion branches, including women's sections, took part in a parade to Lichfield Cathedral yesterday. So, like, stuff that still links back to the war all these years later, like people still in the army and things like that. It's just a total different world away, isn't it? It's not like today. That's good as well, though. I like that. I don't know. Quite like that frame. I actually really like that picture. There's another one over there as well. When's this one from? This one's newer. 2007. Martin O'Neill, Villa Boss. God, it is a while ago. It's quite, I think that must be quite local to here, because it's all about like Aston Villa and about Tony Mowbray at the baggy West Brom. I couldn't think of who they were then. So yeah, it's just a bit of history, even though it's not probably that interesting to most people. There's just certain things that you can look back. What? So this was 2007. She was already dead in 2007. Princess Diana's death will be put before a public jury, as it is ruled today following an extraordinary High Court victory for Harrods boss Mohammed Al Fayed. So like I said, it's a bit of history that you've probably forgotten about, and I like looking at them. And it's what, like 17 years ago? It's not that long ago, really. But it's stuff that in 50 years' time, 100 years' time, will have probably been forgotten. And if that newspaper gets saved, somebody else may be looking around a house like this going, oh, wow, look at what happened. Do you know about Diana? Do you know what happened to her? I just think it's cool, me. I don't know. Like, today's news is tomorrow's history. Right, looking on here. Ooh, great art thefts. I don't know where that stamp's from. It's from 1974. Oh, it's from the UK. I don't know who she is. Sort of feel like I recognise her. Is she like a country and western person? Or an actress to do with, like, I don't know, cowboy films or something. That's what she looks like. And then there's loads and loads of what look like thingy cards down here, look. Oh, in fact, I'll look at that dog in a minute. I just need to pick this tin up that they've come out of. Because look. Oh yeah, Turf cigarettes. Harry Johnson, Blackpool and England. Footballers. I wonder what year they were from, these. Look at the tabs on him. Look at those ears. They are massive, man. J.G. Taylor, Fulham. These have got to be Reg Harris. Oh, I feel like I've heard of Reg Harris. Reg Harris, champion cyclist. Oh, it's the Olympics. I do recognise his name, though, Reg Harris. Or am I thinking of someone else? Hibs and Scotland, David Shaw. And then there's lots of dogs and birds and... Oh, there's another footballer, I think, here. Who's he? Yeah, Tommy Lawton. Notts County in England. I feel like I've heard of him as well. I think these are really old. Don't know what era they are, though. And there's loads on the floor down there. And it's really awkward, or I'd pick them all up. Might try and do it before I leave. Now, these things I've just found are really interesting. Like local history-wise. These are Staffordshire, and I don't know where the other one is. Dudley, which I don't know what county that is. But look at these. Staffordshire, 5 miles from Wolverhampton, Stourbridge and Dudley. The Himley Estates, including Himley Hall. So, to be sold at auction by Edwards and Son, Bigwood Matthews. the Station Hotel Dudley. Oh, at the Station Hotel Dudley. Let's have a look. So in there, this is an important document, you know. Look, it's got how it would have been then, all the different floors, the white drawing room, the library, the ballroom, the Chinese room. That's where you got your takeaway on a Friday night. The billiards room, the squash racket court. I wonder if this place... I've never heard of Himley Hall. I don't know if it still exists or what it is. Main road property. An enclosed wall... enclosure of well-cultivated arable land. So it's all the stuff to do with the hall. It's not just the hall itself. Look. Pasture, arable land, house, buildings. There's loads to it. I wonder what it's sold for. How much it's sold for. Freehold garden ground. Freehold detached residence. The corner house, Himley. Cherry Tree Lane. It's like literally all of it. The allotments and everything. This is an important document that probably should have something to do with the place it's from. Rather than here, a freehold property of 3 cottages, Plantation Lane, Himley. I wonder if there's any of our subscribers from Himley that would know anything about any of these places. I'd love to know. Anyway, I'm not going through everything in there because there's loads. But it's for sale in 1947. All those different lots. So it's all getting split up. The massive, massive place like that getting split up. That's crazy. All the different land. And this is what happened to these places. They were all owned by one person and ended up being owned by loads. And that's why these places get ruined. Anyway, there's another one behind as well. And something quite interesting about it. Look in the top corner. J.E. Pugh, Lot 7. Did he win Lot 7? That's him that lived here. Illustrated particles of a second sale. So that was the first sale. I'm guessing this was the second one then. July 9th, 1947. And that was January 14th and 15th, 1947. So they obviously didn't have time to finish selling it all. The northern portion of the beautifully timbered Himley Park. The excellent residence known as Park Lodge, a cottage and agricultural building. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, wait. The Midlands Electricity Board. I'm just going to make sure there's nothing on here. Oh, no, that's nothing to do with it, but that's owner-occupier, which expression where the contest admins... Sorry, I'm just trying to read through it quick. Oh, it's repair of electricity lines, nothing exciting. Oh, look, these are some of the places that were up for sale. Home Farm, Park Lodge. Oh, I like the look of Park Lodge. What else? Oh, it was Lot 7 he wanted, wasn't it? Oh, what if it's here? I don't know where Himley is. I don't think it is here, you know. It can't be. Lot 5. Lot 5. Lot 16. Where's Lot 7 then? If that's Lot 5, the Firs, that's Spout House Farm. Lot 6 doesn't mention Lot 7. Where is Lot 7? Why does it jump from Lot 5 to Lot... Where's Lot... Oh, Lot 7. There we go. Nasher's Coppice Farm. No, it's not here. That's definitely not the name of this place. Pair of freehold brick and tiled cottages, Pastures Field. Oh, that's so good. Really, really good. That's crazy, all the stuff that's in here. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going through it all. But that's brilliant. What an amazing thing to find. And I know it's just like a list of things that were for sale in like the 1940s. But you've got to think that belonged to one person at one point, and there's all those items and they got split up. It seems I know it's got to be like that because there's not many people that can afford a massive estate like that. That's why they went into disrepair and just got left. So I suppose splitting them up saved them, meant people that actually wanted something didn't have to buy it all. He's being very sheepish. Tail down, looking at... He's been up. That's where he was when when we shouted him. But he doesn't look like he wants to go up there. You going up? Look. Normally, if I say you're going up, he'll go. You going upstairs? Go on then. You idiot dog. What is up here that he doesn't like? What was he doing up here for so long as well? I just don't know. Oh, it's all a bit freaky up here. The floorboards are all broken. Part of a toilet. There's all sorts. There's all sorts of stuff up here. Lamps and everything. Right, let me get up here properly. Right, first of all, there's just a little oil lamp. But look at this one. That's like a magnifier on top of that lamp. So it obviously shone brighter. I've never seen one like that before. That's quite weird. I don't know what he's doing in there. I'll go and have a look in there in a minute. This floor feels anything but safe, you know. I've noticed there's like bits where people have gone through floorboards. I've got to be careful. Oh, look. Look at it in here. Oh, it's a bird. I wonder what that were. I just saw the claws. See, I've gone full circle again now. So I was saying I felt like I recognised bits. Now I don't recognise this up here at all. I don't feel like I've been in here. Oh, look at the cot. Little cot behind there. The bird cage is pretty cool, isn't it? You can imagine a little canary in there or something. And then isn't that a fire hose? For a fire hose? What a weird thing to have up here. Really strange. And then look. Now I understand, we were talking earlier on about those things. We were talking about the thing that I've never really got, why people collected them. Now I get it if you were into big Shire horses and stuff, if you had them. And I think this is tack off something like a big horse maybe that pulled a plough. Yeah, look at that for horse tack. That is like massive. The weight of that will be huge, you know. Really, really heavy. So they had to not only pull whatever they were pulling, they had to hold that on the back at the same time. It's mad, really. There's another dead bird there, look. Something moved. It looked like fingers going down that hole then. That was freaky. Yeah, another dead bird there. Like little fingers sticking around that. I didn't like it. I'll have to watch that back. And a little bunny rabbit in the corner. I'm feeling very uneasy in here, you know. When's that from? Gene Simmons and Richard Burton. I've heard of them, although I thought Gene Simmons was a man. Wait a minute. Am I going mad? I'm sure Gene Simmons is a man. Isn't he the one that, like, was in Kiss? Or something like that, and he had makeup on? Or maybe it's just a different one, but I'm sure he was called Gene Simmons, which is weird because he's a man, but I'm sure he was. Now, looking down the other side of the room, there seems to be some pictures over at the back. There's also... I don't know what that is. What is this? Oh, I feel like I've seen something like this before, you know. That bow thing. I've definitely seen something like this before, that you pull that in and out. But I didn't know what it was. It's got a... Is it to plant seeds? Is it a seed bow or something they call it? I've definitely seen one of those before somewhere. Because I was confused by it then. It's not something you see every day, is it? But I don't know how it works. Like, is it to do with seeds? Is that what the sacking's for? Or have I just made that up altogether? Because I feel that's what it is. Let's have a look what else there is on here. Right, I was about to clean the dirt off this frame and then realised there's actually nothing in it. No picture in it or anything, which is a shame. There's a gazunda down there. There's another machine there, which I have no idea what it is. I thought I heard something again moving then. Don't know where he's gone either. I don't know why. I sort of expected there to be loads of stuff in here. Like pictures, like old photos and things. This is the sort of place that people keep them, innit? What is that? Why is there an egg that's not an egg? But it looks like an egg. What have we got on here? I feel like there's something underneath here. Oh! That made a weird noise. That's like a tank. A homemade tank, look. Like a children's toy. Oh, it's a shame because I feel like a lot of this stuff was probably something good at one point. It's all been ruined. Like pictures and stuff. Oh, that's a shame. Right, let's go and look in the final room. I think we're done. Bear has been in this room constantly, by the way. He's not come out of it. I can't get through. My bag's stuck. I've got visions of going around this corner and Bear's just like got a rat in his teeth or something, or something else. Something worse. Look at him. Just look round the corner. He's there looking at the wall, which makes me think there is a rat in the wall somewhere. Because he this is what he does, I've told you. When there's something, he'll stand and stare at it. He doesn't really do anything, he just stands and stares at it. So, oh look, there's like a little house that someone's made there. And some lights off a car, I think. Right, I'm going to get down and have a look at these things in a second. I'm just going to go over to him and see what is happening. What are we doing there? What you found? What's over there? Is there something in the ceiling? Hang on a minute. What's behind the tyre that you're looking at? These look like old pictures in this corner. I'm going to have to move you, Bear. Right, I moved the first one and it was this. But the whole floor vibrated when I did that then. I'm also a bit worried about knocking all these letters down. I don't really want to, but I'm going to have to pick them up afterwards, I think. Not much I can do. Oh, look. Well, that's a bit creepy, isn't it? Look at his blue face. I'm scared a rat's just going to bedoing on my head in a minute. Because Bear's definitely interested in what's up there. Yeah, I'm scared of breaking stuff. Oh, there's a photo there. Oh, of some fruit and veg, I think. That's quite weird. What else we got? Oh, look at her. Oh, that's quite a haunting picture, isn't it? Right. Wait a minute. What's this? Right, I'm going to put these back. I'll pick those things up in a sec. Right, I'm freaked out, like massively freaked out. I put those things back and there was a noise, which I feel like it came out from outside. It could just be like a random animal, but it went. And that's not what you want to hear when you study in places like this. Trust me, that is definitely not what you want to hear. Now, the second I've moved away from it, he's back there trying to get whatever it is he can smell. So he knows there's something there. Also, I've just noticed this. It's one of those mirrors with the two pictures at either side that I'd never seen until recently, and now I've seen 3 in about 4 weeks. It's really good, I really like it. If you look, it's really good. But yeah, he's desperate to get wherever that is. Yeah, look, these are the... My back's killing, by the way, but these are the lights off whatever vehicle it was. It does say something on top, just a minute. Can't see it. King of the Road. King of the Road? Don't know if that means anything to anyone. Maybe it's just the name of the, like, parts dealer. I don't really know. But I'm just going to see if there's any of these letters or anything worth looking at. Not really. They were all like bills or stuff to do with business. Nothing really that exciting. So I'm not going to break my back to get them. But there's some weird stuff down here. Like, that looks like a massive spot. Oh, no, it's not a spotlight. What is it? It's a radio interference suppressor. What? What the hell is that? Electrics. What is it? Why would it have a radio interference suppressor fitted? What actually is it? And also, what else we got up here? Got to be careful not to stand anything. There's like boxes of glassware all over. Right, what's that? The face off? What clock's that come from? There's just all sorts of stuff. When's this from? Look at her. Look at her with her pointy boobs. Oh, weekly welcome and women. But it doesn't say what year it's from, which is a shame. I did notice this over here though. Where is it? Where did I see it? I saw Woman's Own. Oh, it's here. Oh, there's a box full of straw for some reason. I'm sure there'll be collectors of Woman's Own out there. 1949 Woman's Own. The way you'll look in 1950 and why. It's mad. That's like, what, 70 years ago? It's crazy. Yeah, look. As a young mother, I find pressure cooking the finest of all methods. Now you get on TikTok, oh, I love using my air fryer. It's all the same. Like, nothing ever changes. Things just progress but stay the same at the same time. It's weird. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick rummage. I don't think there's much more to see, but this house has been really good. Right, there's nothing really else to look at. The one thing that's let this place down is the lack of photos. Why is this house devoid of photos? You'd think there'd be a big store of them somewhere, or like a drawer full or something. But Bear's still determined to find whatever was in that corner while being hunted down by that spider that is actually massive. Like, I know it's no Australian spider, but for the UK, that is huge. It's even wanting to take on my phone. Alright, it pulled itself now. Come on, you. Sat in that corner. You're a numpty dog. Actually, I need to move all those things back up there. You need to move. Right, I'm gonna go. Do me a favour though, subscribe to the second channel and Bear's, and if you subscribe to Bear's channel, get it up to 15,000 subscribers, I will definitely get something sorted. We're on 11,000. 4,000 of you surely can go and subscribe. Beeper Bear and Beeper Beef, get across. Get me over 10,000 on Beeper Beef as well. Desperate to get that over 10,000, and then we might finally get some new videos on it. See you later. Love you all. Bye-bye.